Most people believe motivation is the beginning of change. They think, once I feel motivated, I'll start. Once they feel ready, once it feels easier. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances. They wait for motivation to show up and push them forward. They wait for a spark that promises everything. Will suddenly feel simple that now is the right time. But motivation doesn't work that way. If motivation came first, no one would struggle to change. Everyone would already be doing what they know is good for them. People would already be exercising, eating better, and sticking to routines. Healthy habits would feel natural. Discipline would come easily. Yet most people struggle, not because they don't care, not because they're lazy, but because motivation is unreliable. Motivation is emotional. It rises and falls with sleep, with stress, with mood, hormones, and life. You can't depend on it to build something lasting. Motivation isn't a switch you flip when you're ready. It doesn't appear on command. It doesn't guarantee tomorrow will feel easier than today. And if you've ever waited for motivation to arrive, you know how frustrating that can be. You wait, you hope, you tell yourself, tomorrow will be better, and often, nothing happens. The truth is simpler and harder to accept. Motivation comes after action, not before. Think about the last time you truly felt motivated. It didn't come out of nowhere. It showed up after you moved, after you acted, even when you didn't feel like it. One walk, one meal you didn't overthink, one workout you didn't want to do but did anyway. One small decision you followed through on, that's when motivation responded. Waiting for motivation keeps people stuck because motivation is emotional. Some days you feel energized and focused. Other days, exhaustion, stress, or life circumstances drain everything from you. Motivation depends on too many variables to be dependable. Action is different. Action is physical. It creates feedback. It teaches your body and brain through repetition. Habits are formed by doing, not by waiting. When you act consistently, your nervous system begins to trust that this behavior is safe, predictable, and beneficial. That trust creates stability. And from stability, motivation grows naturally. This is especially true with health and lifestyle changes. Whether it's low carb, keto, intermittent fasting, or simply adding daily movement. These changes often feel uncomfortable at first. Not because they're wrong, but because they're unfamiliar. Your brain resists before it understands. Your body hesitates before it adapts. That discomfort is normal. It's your nervous system recalibrating. But when you wait for motivation to magically appear, you delay the very thing that would make the habit feel easier over time. Think about learning any new skill. Driving a car, learning to code, cooking a complex recipe. No one waits to feel motivated first. They take the first step. They touch the wheel. They type the first line. They make mistakes and keep going. Confidence and motivation come after repetition, not before. Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't act because you're motivated. You become motivated because you act. Action creates trust. Routine creates safety. Repetition builds confidence. Step by step, habit by habit, motivation quietly follows. Think of it like building strength. You don't lift weights because you feel motivated. You lift them consistently, and over time, strength appears. Endurance grows. The body adapts. Motivation works the same way. Show up consistently, even when you don't feel like it, and motivation will respond. It may not arrive as excitement. Often it shows up as calm, as steadiness, as quiet confidence. It's the same with writing, with learning, with personal growth. You begin with action. The first sentence, the first push-up, the first intentional meal. Each small effort compounds. And one day, you realize motivation has been there all along, built by your actions. If motivation feels low right now, listen carefully. That doesn't mean you're failing. It doesn't mean you lack discipline. It means you're early. Your body hasn't learned yet that this new pattern is safe. And safety always comes before enthusiasm. Your nervous system prioritizes survival over excitement. Once it understands that this routine isn't a threat, motivation naturally follows. So don't wait for motivation. Move first. Eat simply. Repeat what works. The moment you act, you begin training your brain and body to respond predictably. Motivation becomes the feedback, not the starting point. But here's where many people sabotage themselves. They constantly restart instead of building rhythm. They wait for inspiration, start strong, then quit when motivation fades. Then they blame themselves and try again later. The problem isn't them, it's the system. They're relying on emotion instead of consistency. Consistency is the antidote. Small steps repeated daily create momentum. One walk, one deliberate meal, one focused workout. These are the building blocks of progress. The first block is never exciting. The 100th may still feel boring. But over time, the structure forms. Motivation appears when action becomes habit, when the nervous system feels safe. When the body adapts, action isn't always easy. There will be days you want to quit, days when the couch feels more appealing than movement, days when cravings and fatigue are louder than your intentions. On those days, remember this. You are creating momentum. Each choice, no matter how small, reinforces your identity. Action compounds. Emotion follows. Imagine learning to swim. No one waits until they feel confident. They step into the water. They struggle. They learn to breathe. And eventually the body adapts. Confidence grows. Motivation appears. Health and lifestyle change work the same way. You don't wait until you feel ready. You move first and the feeling comes later. The same is true in work and life. Success doesn't come from waiting for inspiration. It comes from showing up consistently, even when energy is low and conditions aren't perfect. Action before motivation is the foundation of transformation. Show up even when it's uncomfortable. Eat the meal even when you'd rather snack. Move your body even when stillness feels easier. Over time, the body learns. The mind learns. The nervous system learns. Motivation grows quietly from repeated action. It's steady, reliable, sustainable. So the next time you feel unmotivated, don't wait. Act anyway. Take the walk. Prepare the meal. Do the workout. Motivation will follow, not because of emotion, but because of trust. Remember this, action is the seed. Motivation is the bloom. Consistency is the water. Stop waiting. Start acting. The results and the motivation will follow. The more you act without relying on motivation, the more confident you become in your ability to change. You stop waiting for the perfect mood or the right day. You stop chasing inspiration. You realize you already have what you need. Motivation isn't magic. It's measurable progress. It's the quiet reward that follows intentional action. The more you act, the stronger it gets. The more you repeat, the more it compounds. Waiting for motivation was never the answer.